Hi everybody, Mr. Ruvo here, and we're looking at the review for the 9.1, 9.3 quiz, starting at number 11 here for this video. So the first, for number 11, it wants us to plot this. This is in our x plus yi form, our rectangular form for complex numbers, and then it wants us to write in polar. So we'll start with the plotting. Do your standard x and y, except remember it's real versus imaginary. So -5 somewhere over here in the real, -5 with the I, so we are down here. So there's our plotting of the point. And then to convert, we now just need to figure out, we draw on our triangle, label our two sides that we know. Now we need to figure out the radius or the hypotenuse here, and then we have to figure out the angle. So we need to figure out those two things. So hopefully we recognize -5 and -5. So that way it's a 45, 45, 90 because the legs are the same, which means our R value is 5√2. And we're always going to make our R positive when we're converting. It just makes our lives easier. We don't have to worry about, switching angles or anything like that. And then because we're in the third quadrant here, we have this 45-degree angle. Well, we're still always measuring from standard position. So, we're going from here all the way around like I drew. So you're doing 45 plus 180, or if we're in radians, pi plus pi fourths. And we're going to write it with the cosine plus I sine form. So I'm going to leave it in radians, but actually, I'll do it in both. So if I do it in radians, like I said, it's pi plus pi fourths, which is 5 pi fourths. Or if I had my answer in degrees, it would be 225 degrees, because it'd be 45 plus 180. All right, and there is that one. All right, and then for number 12, we're going to do the other direction. So now we're in polar form for the complex number, but we want to go to rectangular. So we need to evaluate these two things. Well, nice thing is they're both the same angle, so we only have to draw one triangle. So I'm going to go ahead. 11 pi over 6 is almost 2 pi, so it's almost all the way around. And if we recall, it's going to be pi 6 is the denominator, so the reference angle will be 30 degrees. So let's label our sides 1√3, 2. But we cannot forget when we're going down or left, we have to remember that negative sign. Most common error with these guys. All right, so now let's find the cosine. Cosine is the adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's √3/2 for cosine. And then our sine will be opposite over hypotenuse, so plus I times -1/2. Okay, and then this is still all in parentheses with the 7 out in front. And our last step here to have our final answer is to go ahead and multiply out that 7. So we'll get 7√3/2 plus, we don't have actually, it's negative, so let's just make that minus. And it's going to be 7/2 I. Again, technically the I could put up in the numerator. It's fine. But this is our final answer. And that's in rectangular form. Okay. Thanks for watching this one. Next video we'll have question 13 and 14 on there. Have a good day.